Okay. Real talk.
I'm ready. Hit me.
When was the last time you said yes to something and immediately regretted it?
Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wait, yesterday. 3 times.
Exactly. And why did you say yes?
Because I didn't want to seem difficult. I didn't want to let anyone down. I wanted to be nice.
Nice. That little word. Sounds harmless, right?
Sounds like a compliment.
It can be. But here's the question no one asks.
What?
What does being nice cost you?
I'm going there.
Because I see it everywhere. In meetings, in friendships, in family calls, in messages you answer at 11 p.m. when you're exhausted.
The 11 p.m. yes.
The 11 p.m., sure, no problem, while your eyes are burning.
I've written that message so many times.
Me too. And then you lie in bed thinking, why did I say that?
Because I'm nice.
Or because you're afraid
Of what?
of being seen as rude, selfish, difficult, of disappointing someone who will never disappoint you back. It's supposed to, because this episode is not about being mean. It's about the hidden cost of always saying yes,
Of saying yes when you mean no?
of smiling when you're exhausted,
Of apologizing when you've done nothing wrong?
of making yourself smaller so other people feel comfortable.
Okay, I'm uncomfortable now.
Good. Good. That's where the change starts.
So let me ask you, what's the actual cost? Like real examples.
I'll give you 3.
I'm listening.
First, your energy. Every unnecessary yes drains you. Not a little, a lot. It's like a phone with 30 apps running in the background. You don't see them, but your battery's gone by 2 p.m.
30 apps. That's exactly how it feels.
Second, your time. You say yes to coffee with someone who exhausts you. You say yes to extra tasks at work because that's what a team player does. You say yes to family events you don't have the bandwidth for.
And your own things? The things you actually want to do?
They get pushed to later, and later becomes next month. Next month becomes, remember when I used to?
Ouch.
Third, your self-respect. Every time you say yes when you mean no, a small voice inside says, you just betrayed yourself again.
I know that voice.
We all do. And the worst part, the people you're trying to be nice to, they often don't even notice the sacrifice
Because they didn't ask for it?
because you didn't tell them. You just smiled, nodded, said no problem with a tight chest.
So what do we do? Just stop being nice?
No, that's not the answer. The answer is learning the difference between nice and kind.
Oh, I thought they were the same.
Most people do. But here's the distinction.
Teach me.
Nice often means avoiding conflict, saying what people want to hear, keeping the peace even when it costs you.
And kind?
Kind means being honest, even when it's uncomfortable. Kind means setting boundaries so you don't build resentment. Kind means saying, I can't do that, with warmth, not guilt.
So, nice is about their comfort. Kind is about everyone's well-being?
Yes, including yours.
Give me an example. A real one.
Colleague asks you to take on an extra project. You're already swamped. The nice answer is, sure, no problem. Then you work late, feel resentful, and burn out.
And the kind answer?
I'd really like to help, but I'm at full capacity right now. Could we look at this next week? Or, I can't take the whole project, but I can help with one small part.
That feels scary to say.
It does at first. But here's what happens when you say it.
What?
Nothing bad. Seriously, the world doesn't end, the person doesn't hate you, and you don't go home angry.
The world doesn't end.
It doesn't. Try it once. Just once. You'll see.
Okay, so we've identified the problem, saying yes when we mean no. What are the actual signs? How do you know you're being too nice?
Great question. Here are 5 signs.
I'm taking notes.
1. You apologize for things that aren't your fault. Sorry the traffic was bad. Sorry the meeting ran late. Sorry you're having a bad day.
I do that all the time.
2. You feel exhausted after social interactions, even with people you like. Because you're performing. Yes, you're not being you, you're being agreeable you.
That's draining.
3. You have a hard time saying no, so you say yes and then secretly hope something cancels.
The secret cancellation hope.
It's real. 4. People come to you for help more than you go to them. The relationship feels one-sided.
That one hurts.
5. You feel resentful, but you don't express it. So it builds, and then one day you explode over something small.
Like a dish in the sink.
Like a dish in the sink. And everyone is confused because you've been fine for months.
I've been that person.
We all have. So how do we start changing without becoming a jerk? Start small, one boundary at a time.
Give me the phrases. I need the actual words.
Okay, here's your toolkit. Instead of, sorry, I can't, say, I'm not available for that right now.
No apology, just a statement.
Right. Instead of, I guess so, when you mean no, say, that doesn't work for me.
That doesn't work for me. Simple.
Instead of explaining why you can't do something for 5 minutes, say, I can't, but thank you for asking.
Short, clear, kind.
Instead of answering immediately, say, let me check my schedule and get back to you.
Buys time, stops the automatic yes.
Exactly. And instead of saying yes to everything, say, I can do X, but not Y.
The partial yes.
The honest yes. The one you can actually keep.
I'm going to try these.
Not all at once. Pick one. Use it this week.
Which one should I start with?
Let me check my schedule and get back to you. It's the gentlest. It gives you space.
And then what if they push?
Then you say, I appreciate you asking, but I'm going to have to pass this time.
Pass this time. Not no forever. Just not now.
Yes, that's the key. You're not closing a door. You're just not walking through it today.
Emily, I have to ask. Did you learn this the hard way?
Absolutely. I was the queen of yes.
Really?
Really. I said yes to everything. Extra work, extra favors, extra emotional labor. I wanted everyone to like me.
Did it work?
No. They liked me, sure. But I didn't like myself very much. I was tired all the time. I was secretly angry. And one day I just broke.
What happened?
I said no to something small. A friend asked me to help her move on a Saturday, and I was exhausted. And I said, I can't this time.
And?
And she said, no problem. I'll ask someone else. That was it. No drama, no fight, no ruined friendship.
The world didn't end.
The world didn't end. And I realized I had been carrying a fear that wasn't real.
The fear of saying no.
The fear of being seen as not nice.
I think a lot of our listeners feel that fear right now.
I know they do. Because we've all been taught that nice is the highest compliment. Especially for women. Especially in certain cultures.
She's so nice.
He's so easygoing.
They never cause any problems.
Meanwhile, inside, you're drowning.
So, what do we tell them?
We tell them this. You are allowed to take up space. You're allowed to have limits. You're allowed to say no without a 20-minute explanation.
Without apology.
Without apology. A simple, I can't do that, is a complete sentence.
Let's do the word tour, because we promised useful phrases.
Yes, and these phrases might be the most important ones you learn all year.
Okay, first phrase.
I'm at capacity.
Meaning?
You have as much as you can handle. Your plate is full. No more. It's professional, polite, and clear.
Example?
I'd love to help, but I'm at capacity this week.
No guilt, just fact.
Next, that doesn't work for me.
This one feels scary.
It does at first, but it's honest. Instead of saying yes and feeling resentful, you say, that doesn't work for me, and let them find another solution.
Example?
I can't meet at 8 a.m. That doesn't work for me. How about 10?
You offered an alternative. That's kind.
Yes, kind. Not just nice.
Next.
I need to prioritize my own things right now.
That sounds so honest.
It is. And people respect honesty more than they respect a burned out yes machine.
Example?
I'm not taking on new commitments right now. I need to prioritize my own projects.
Beautiful.
One more. This one is for the recovering people pleasers.
I'm listening.
No is a complete sentence.
That's it?
That's it. You don't need to explain. You don't need to justify. You don't need to make them feel better about your no.
Just no?
Just no. And then, silence. Let them sit with it.
That's advanced level.
It is, but you can get there.
Emily, before we go, what's one thing you want every listener to remember?
One thing. Being nice is not the same as being good.
Explain that.
Nice people say yes to everything and burn out. Good people set boundaries and show up fully when they say yes.
I want to be good.
Me too. And that starts with one honest no.
Okay, listeners, your turn.
Tell us in the comments, one time you said yes when you meant no.
Or one boundary you're going to set this week.
Use one of the phrases. I'm at capacity. That doesn't work for me. No is a complete sentence.
We read every comment, and we are genuinely rooting for you.
If this episode helped you see the hidden cost of being nice, share it with someone who needs to hear it.
Subscribe for more episodes that help you speak honestly, not just politely.
Take care of your energy and take care of your no.